I'm from the streets where the flowers don't grow, where the sun don't shine, and the rain's so cold. We was taught to get the cash out of hole, and up in a nigga house, rob banks for the dough.
Jack, in your book, you write about a conversation between you and Donald Trump, who was then a citizen, where he complained to you about an African-American employee in the casino's finance department. Can you just explain what happened?
Sure. It was really a dialogue that we had over a couple of years, Anderson, but one particular instance where he referred to, who was our chief financial officer, by the way, not just an employee, the top financial officer in the organization. And he complained to me that he didn't really like having a black guy counting his money. He went on to say, what I want counting my money is short guys with yarmulkes on their head. So it was a pretty shocking conversation.
Was this out of the ordinary for him to say?
Well, no, he had complained several times that he wasn't happy with this particular employee, but it was really the first time that he really honed in on the fact that he didn't like him simply because he was black, because he went on to say in this conversation that that he perceived this guy as being lazy. And then he said, but that's probably not his fault because laziness is a trait in blacks. So he made it very clear that this was a black issue.
He
did not want.
He actually spelled it out
Yes.
in exactly those words.
He spelled it out in exactly those words.
You hear the president now say that he's not a racist and that he is, quote, the least racist person. Knowing him, having worked with him, do you believe that?
Well, I don't. And I do believe he's a racist. And further to the point, Anderson, I believe anybody that has spent substantial amount of time around him in a casual atmosphere, whether it's business or at dinner or at lunch, I believe it would be very difficult that he wouldn't express these feelings to them over time. I just find it very hard to believe that there aren't more people who know him that don't believe exactly what I believe, but for one reason or another, they're not willing to say it publicly, that he is a racist.
An important footnote, when the book first came out, O'Donnell says Citizen Trump called him a, quote, disgruntled employee. Then in a 1997 interview, he said O'Donnell's recollections were, quote, probably true. 2 years later, he denied it all.